All right, so here is example number 1. Now, the way I've trained our class, all students should be writing Gemdas on the side of their paper. Now, I call this their mom, or they can talk to Gemdas and refer to it as their uncle, their grandma, their grandpa, whoever it is. But the reason for this is because it tells them what to do and in what order. So the very first step that they're going to follow is going to be to ask their mom. So their mom tells them they have to do grouping. Now, in this equation, you have 2 different forms of grouping, or 2 different sets of grouping. You have this set, and then you have this set as well. So in any type of problem, they're going to be working from left to right. So because this grouping came first, when we look from left to right, we're going to go ahead and box it, which is our next step. Our next step is going to be to box and solve. So now that I boxed it, I'm going to solve it. 9 take away 5 is going to give me 4. My answer goes under the box. Under the box. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring everything else down. That's my third step. So then third step is going to be to bring it down. Bring it down. So everything that was outside of the box will come down next to or beside the answer I had written down. So now after bring it down, I'm going to go back up to the top and I'm going to go to my mom and I'm going to ask what's next. Now, we have not checked off grouping, so I'm still going to go back and I'm going to check for grouping. Now that I'm looking for grouping, I found that I still have grouping here. Now, inside of grouping, I have 2 sets of problems. I can either do 8 take away 15, or I can do 15 divided by 3. But if I go to Gemdas, my mom's going to tell me that I need to divide before I can subtract. Division comes before subtraction. So then I'm going to box 15 divided by 3 and not work 8 minus 5. 15, sorry. So 15 divided by 3, I'm going to work that out because I'm at box and solve. So box and solve, 15 divided by 3 is 5. And the next step is bring it down, so I'm going to bring everything down. Parentheses, operations, digits, everything in the same order. Now remember, if you box it, you should not bring it down. Whatever's in the box should not ever be rewritten. All right, so now that I brought it down, I'm going back and I'm going to ask my mom. My mom says to group. I still haven't crossed it out. I'm still not done with grouping. So here I have some grouping. I'm going to go ahead and box and solve. Box and solve. That gives me 3. And then bring it down. Bring it down. And now, normally at this last step, I don't have to ask my mom anymore. It's the last thing that I should do. I shouldn't have to ask. 4 plus 3 is 7. Now, in class, the students have been organizing it in a pyramid type of thing, upside down pyramid. All the messy work needs to be outside of this little pizza slice or diamond, pyramid, whatever they see it as. Now my answer would be 7 for this operation.